What is going on, everybody? ZyoniK here, and in today's video, we're going to be diving into some battles submitted to the channel by Meowscarada, who is submitting some battles with Meowscarada, which is a very new and spicy Pokemon. May not be the best out there, obviously, because of its typing and moveset, but it's going to be cool to see what it is potentially capable of and where it needs potential improvements to become meta. Alright, getting into the first battle here, we have Gligar on the lead versus Medicham. So, a very positive matchup right here, but they do need to watch out for the Ice Punch as the opponent swaps out in Diggersby, and we do see the Meowscarada come in right away. And what you guys are noticing here is the damage output but lack of energy gain, kind of. And the fire, oh, that fire punch did a lot. Meowscarada is very glassy, which means it's going to hit like a truck right here as the Grass Knot, boom, does land one-shots the Diggersby, but unfortunately Medicham is able to counter it down. So it did its job right there in the mid-game, and now we have the Gligar up against the Medicham. Once again, Ice Punch, super effective damage, and this is where Gligar needs to be careful, as Aerial Ace did get an update if you guys are coming back to Go Battle League. I know most of you guys know, but we gotta keep informing, right? Aerial Ace and Dig both got massive updates, and it made Gligar the best flying-type Pokemon in the meta, in the Great League. It's really impressive, as we will see them swap out now into Lantern, and a Dig now coming through. Again, Dig is no longer trash. Dig is now a very good move, as you guys can see. And they're going to go ahead, oh, maybe they're looking to stay in. No, they do try to catch the charge move here on Registeel, which they do, saving a lot of energy there on Gligar as they do catch the Surf. And now they're free to go for Focus Blast here to get shields. This is still going to be a very close game because Lantern does have 2 shields, and the only damage that Registeel is really doing right here is with its charge moves, as Thunderbolt does land. They're actually going to go for the Zap Cannon, hoping for the debuff. That could be a good play instead of trying to get to 2 Focus Blasts, but let's see how this plays out, as obviously a Surf is going to be coming through here. Maybe a swap out back into Medicham. No, they do get to the Focus Blast in time. This is going to be getting shield number 2, and I'm curious if we see a counter. Oh, there is no counter swap available. Lantern has the back-to-back, but they do have the Aerial Ace, and the opponent catches the Medicham. Oh, what a devastating game 1 as they decide to undercharge right there, and I think this is going to be a good game. Again, Lantern had the healthy farm down, and that is so tough right there, as they will get the back-to-back. Yeah, they will get to the back-to-back serve. So it's kind of rare that first battle is a loss, but that was very close, and I think ultimately what we saw there is, even though, good game, even though the Meowscarada was able to take out the Diggersby, it had to, it didn't really provide a lot of team synergy just because it was so glassy. It didn't do anything on the back end. So we do see the Gligar mirror now and a counter swap into Clefable. So now this is going to be interesting because I feel like it's going to be a potential double fairy team. May not be. As there is 2 counters now. There was a Gligar on the lead and now a Clefable here. So, I mean, it could be, but I doubt there's going to be another fairy in the back, considering they have way too much coverage to fighting-type Pokemon. So, Zap Cannon does land here against the Clefable, which Clefable, again, another, I think, spicy on the edge of meta. Depends on what league you're in. But it did get access to Fairy Wind as the fast move, and it's actually pretty spammy. As you guys are seeing right here, it's facing off against a Registeel, and it's getting it to the red. That's pretty impressive considering what it couldn't do before, and they are going to commit to the full farm down, but no! Clefable able to force a shield here against Registeel. Wow. Okay, that's impressive. We do see the counter swap back into Gligar, into the mirror, as they do have a lot of loaded energy, and they're going to go ahead and go for that Aerial Ace here as the opponent decides to no shield. So this is, again, a very tough situation for them. Meowscarada obviously needs to stay away from the opponent's Gligar, but let's see how they play this out. Maybe they're reading that the other fairy in the back, the Zap Cannon on Registeel could do, and there is actually another fairy. That is so surprising to me. And if this is 2 losses in a row, oh man, they do get a shield though. They get farmed down. This is so dangerous. Uh-oh. Shadow. Oh, Registeel does come in. They do get the Zap Cannon off. But the thing is, the Meowscarada is weak to Charm. Oh, it's getting deleted. Do they get to the Night Slash in time? They do. They're going to be forced to shield. Okay, so this game isn't over yet. This game isn't over yet. Triple Axle, they do get the Night Slash off, which is going to be able to cancel. It's neutral, so it's going to be able to cancel that fast move that went through. And now it's going to be fast move versus fast move. No, the Gligar gets to the Aerial Ace in time. This is such a back and forth. Come on, Registeel, lock on down. They get it! They get it! Oh, that was so close. Oh, it is way too early for battles like that. My gosh, I was not expecting a Charmer in the back, but I guess there was. All right, we got the Pancake here on the lead, and we do see a swap out into a Azumarill, so the Registeel is going to go ahead and come in right away and look to lock it down here with Zap Cannon. Again, hoping that they don't have Hydro Pump, which they don't. They only have Ice Beam Play Rough by the looks of it, which means they are free to go for Zap Cannons and maybe even commit to a hard farm down. We'll have to see what they decide to do. Yeah, this is, they could farm down. I mean, they're going to get hit with a couple more charge moves, 2 at least, but you really want energy on the back end right here if you are the Registeel. So, I mean, do they farm down? No, they're going to go ahead and go for Focus Blast. I mean, yeah, they can't take too many more charge moves, right? It's going to turn into a situation like we saw with Clefable there, where they're going to be forced to shield. Now, a Medicham comes in right away, as they will not be able to get to Zap Cannon. Hopefully they can survive this Ice Punch right here. No, it was a Power-Up Punch, and they do survive anyways. The games are sped up a bit, so I'm not sitting here trying to count fast moves, right? But it was either Power-Up Punch or it could have been Ice Punch potentially if they got enough energy. But they do get a shield right there, and Gligar now in a very good position to lock down the Medicham. Is this Ice Punch, though? It is! Oh, man, Power-Up Punch, Ice Punch, Medicham. That is obviously devastating, but thankfully Gligar does have the 2-to-1 shield advantage, so they're going to be able to throw the back-to-back Aerial Ace. The opponent decided no shield. They will go for another one right away, trying to get this Medicham out of the game. And the opponent decides to give up their final shield right now. So they're going to go ahead and no-shield this Ice Punch as the... boom, down it goes, and we will see that Stun Fist come in right away, and Meowscarada obviously going to do an incredible amount of damage while resisting everything. So just because it has so many weaknesses doesn't mean in some of these battles you can't find yourself in a very good position as they go ahead and go for the Grass Knot here to take out the Pancake. Boom! And then they should be able to fast move down the Medicham in time. Yeah, they do. So that is going to be a good game, very well played. All right, moving into the next one, we have, let's see here, Gligar versus Dedenne. Uh-oh, let's see what they decide to do. The opponent not swapping out, okay. So they're going to go ahead and look to go for a potential dig, but I believe they have access to Discharge and Play Rough. Yeah, Play Rough, going to do quite a bit of neutral damage as we do see that swap out now into Pelipper, and Registeel is going to go ahead and come in. Pelipper, a pretty good safe swap still in this situation because of the neutral damage that it can do with Weather Ball. But obviously Zap Cannon is that hard-hitting one-shot. But we are in the 2-shield scenario, so Pelipper, if it wants to, could go deep into shields to try to take Switch, which ultimately might pay off if all shields are down, right? Because that Play Rough from a Dedenne is obviously going to one-shot the Meowscarada. So Zap Cannon is going to be shielded, so here we go. This is where things get very dangerous for Seracod, as another Weather Ball is going to be coming through, but it's not enough to KO, and Pelipper should be able to get to another one in time here. And this is where you got to question, are you going to give up a shield? And Registeel does. And Switch Clock is back up, so they're going to go ahead and see a counter swap and a very good reaction here as they go for the dig, saving the energy on the Registeel. That Zap Cannon is going to come in. Boom! See ya! The mouse just got deleted. Absolutely taken out as they go for an aerial ace now, and this is still going to do quite a bit of neutral damage, and if they get to 2, it's obviously going to force the final shield of this game, but no, the Pelipper is going to go ahead and throw the Weather Ball. Registeel has a Zap Cannon loaded, but it might get farmed down. They decide to come in with Meowscarada for the healthy farm down, and now they're ahead on energy. The final Pokemon is a Medicham, and this game is not over yet as they're going to go ahead and shield. They have the back-to-back Night Slash as a Power-Up Punch is going to be coming through. This is so dangerous because Power-Up Punch now means counter is going to be taking out Registeel. They get a shield though with the Night Slash and a boost! Let's go! That was my elbow on the desk. Night Slash nearly KOs. They go down to counter. Zap Cannon ready to go. And this should be enough neutral damage to take it out. You love to see it. Boom. See ya. Oh, that went all the way to the left and then all the way to the right very quickly. And I'm glad it did. What a fun battle. All right, moving into the next one. We got Gligar versus Sandslash. This, talk about a core breaker, everyone. Talk about a core breaker. I'm sure some of you in the comments mentioned that before, but we do see the swap out into Registeel trying to catch the Ice Punch, and unfortunately they're going to be met with a Drill Run, and that is a lot of super effective damage as we will see Medicham come in. Now, if we see, this is a good team reading opportunity because this is one of the most popular teams in the meta right now. If we see the Alolan Sandslash and a Medicham, odds are it could be an Azumarill back there because of the just how common that team is, which means Meowscarada might actually have a lot of play. They're going to go ahead and go for the Aerial Ace now, trying to get rid of the Medicham, but the opponent is going to decide to shield, and now this is a good opportunity for Gligar to no shield and maybe commit to the farm down and get a lot of energy right here as they will be forced to shield this next one. The question is, can Medicham get to a third Ice Punch before Gligar farms down? There's 3, there's 4, no, they're not getting it. 5, there's 6, there's the Ice Punch right there. So they're going to be forced to shield. But in this situation still, giving up 2 shields, you have a lot of energy. And we'll have to see what they decide to do. As I'm guessing a Azumarill might come in if it is in the back. No, it's going to be a Sableye. Okay, something completely different. But Aerial Ace still going to do a good amount of chip damage right here. And now they're actually in a tough position. They swap out into Meowscarada to get ahead on energy. And the Sableye is staying in. This is devastating. That Sandslash really needed to come in to get the Ice Punch off. As they do land the Night Slash and almost completely farm down before the charge move comes through. But was it enough for return? It was. Boom! Down goes Meowscarada. Sandslash comes in. The bait with Aerial Ace. Does it get the shield? Do we see the dig? I don't think we do. I think it's game over. Oh, they go for double. Yeah, okay. They go for double area. That's game over. Yeah, they know it. That was a close one, though. If they had a little bit more energy, maybe they win that game, but ultimately Sableye still had some health. All right. That was still fun. Still fun. And it goes to show that this Pokemon, right, it's Meowscarada, it's not up there with the some of the top performers. Now we do have a Lickitung here on the lead. Pairs pretty well with Medicham, so we'll have to see if we see it in this game. 9 times out of 10, Medicham is in the back, and if it's not, then it was on the lead, right? That's what I always say. As Body Slam, there's the Gligar safe swap. There's got to be a Medicham in the back. But there could be something else. But Aerial Ace going to go ahead and look to do some chip damage right here as they now need to really get rid of the opponent's Gligar because it will core break this team with the Meowscarada and Registeel. So, question is, will they be giving up shields? No. They're going to let their Gligar go down. Let's see if they get to another one in time. They do, so this is perfect right here, able to get some good chip damage. But the opponent has a good situation here to be able to farm down as they will swap out into Meowscarada. And now this is very dangerous. They're going to have to shield the Aerial Ace, and they might just get to another one in time. Yeah, they're definitely getting to another one in time. They're going to go ahead and CMP tie right here. Beautifully timed Night Slash, as that's going to be taking out the Gligar. But the opponent shields. This is now a huge opportunity for Meowscarada to potentially farm down and have some energy to take out whatever's in the back. Let's see, all shields are down. It's going to be a Gliscor actually in the back, which the opponent now swaps into Lickitung, as a Night Slash is going to be coming through. This game is not over. Buckle up, everyone, because this is one roller coaster of a set, as they do bank a charge move and swap into Registeel. Registeel going to be doing a great job resisting the charge moves here of Body Slam and Power Whip, the two charge moves that Lickitung runs. And has an opportunity to load up to 100 energy, then throw Focus Blast. That's very important because you want to try, as you're going to see, or they go for Zap Cannon, I guess. Either way, Focus... Oh, they're undercharging. Okay, the undercharge. They get the farm down. A little bit extra energy right there, as we do see the Gliscor come in, and they're going to go ahead and go for Focus Blast. This is a good call, right? It's just do as much damage as possible as quickly as possible. And that Focus Blast was an incredible amount, as they're now going to go ahead and throw a charge move here. Night Slash, I feel like Night Slash is enough. No, they threw the Earthquake! Oh, that is game over. Meowscarada is going to go ahead and go for the Night Slash here to take out the Gliscor. And that, boop, is going to be a good game. Very well played. I believe that was the final set right there. Yeah, that was the final set. So, wow. That was a roller coaster. Now, I will say, I think of the three starters, Meowscarada is the worst, right? Let's just be honest. It's got a ton of weaknesses with its Grass Dark typing, and its moveset is not the best. Night Slash is a good charge move. Leafage is not the best fast move, and Grass Knot is just kind of tough to deal with. So, move updates down the line. Could it have play? Sure, but we'll have to see how the meta shakes out around that time. But ultimately, Skeledirge and Quaquaval are looking to be a lot better, in my opinion. But again, thank you to ZyoniK for sharing these battles with us. Really fun games right there. A lot of back and forth on the edge of my seat, and you love to see it. So hope you guys enjoyed today's video, and like always, thank you for watching. I'll see you in the next one.